I looked up advice on what helps to make a sale. We needed to make the place as undesirable as possible without making my friends look like bad tenants. We moved all furniture in from the walls, added some extra furniture, and borrowed ornaments and hung a load of motorcycle memorabilia on the walls. The place felt smaller. Smell. My friend boiled a head of cabbage on the stove, and we sprayed ammonia around the front and back doors because it smells like all the neighborhood cats had been marking their territory. We also poured 24 rotten eggs down the drain to make it smell like sewer gas. Neighborhood. We obtained a moldy old couch and dumped it in the front yard of our neighbor across the road with permission. Neighborhood number 2. We started calling friends for help. Anyone with a loud, crappy car was asked to do a few laps in front of the block during open day. The street was unusually busy that day. Everyone we knew found a reason to drive by. It was practically rush hour. Neighborhood number 3. We called out mates from the rugby club. A big portion of our club are very large men. The next door neighbor set up a barbecue in their front yard, and we offered free food and cheap beer. They came on motorcycles wearing their roughest gear. There was quite a crowd. A lot of people showed up for the open day. Quite a few were in and out within minutes. One lady sat in her car and watched the party next door before driving away. The one bloke who stayed any length of time was brave enough to start up a conversation with someone leaving the property. He asked if they were there often and was told every couple weeks or so they have an after party morning, and the party the night before was 3 doors up. The party goer also, helpfully, mentioned the troublesome drains that are always getting blocked by the tree roots and stinking up the place. The potential buyer left without making an offer. My friends were the only ones who made the offer. They still had to pay more than they planned, but not as much as the greedy buttheads wanted. My friends signed the papers and paid the deposit that day. So when the brave buyer put in an offer of $30,000 more than my friends, there was nothing the owners could do about it. Strict anti-gazumping laws. I would have loved to see the owners' faces when they found out. All the people who said they had cheap rent, they didn't. $400 was the rent in 2004, and that was pretty high back then. By the time the lady died, average rent for a house that size had only gone up by about $40. Nowadays, 4-bedroom houses in that area go for about $800 per week. That's crazy to me, as someone who lives in Toronto. This is some expert revenge. And you are not the a-hole, by the way. I know you didn't ask, but you're definitely not.